Alright. We're back. Wow. I just got an achievement that I streamed for 250 hours. What the heck? Streamed for 25 unique days in the last 30 days? Dang. That's tough. Only taking 5 days off? Alright, let's do it. Alright, so last we left off, we were generating enemies. Let's generate them every second. Let me just send a message real quick. Oh, there's another step. Okay. She meant to say emails. Alright, seems like we're just waiting for an email. We'll see what happens. How was the interview? I thought it went well. It was probably... The questions are a little challenging. But it was mostly just me trying to reassure them that yes, I like to do work and that I like to do good work. And communication is really important because this is a remote role. So just talking about the experiences that I had where, you know, things didn't go quite as expected, and what kind of actions we took to resolve those. Some of it is like, well, we resolved it, but then we learned that we should probably be more proactive, be less reactive. Yeah, I think it went well. The recruiter did message me and probably gonna email me. I'll see what they say. Hopefully it was the last step. I like to think they wouldn't let me meet the CEO unless it was the last step. But I just like, I would like it to be over for sure. It's like waiting for the opponent to make a move in chess, and they make a move that you're not expecting, or you're like thinking you're 3 moves further ahead than they are. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna make the enemy spawn rate 1,000. So it'll spawn every second. Okay, so cool. Alright, I'm gonna make it 10,000 again. So it's 10 seconds. Excuse me. Just okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, there's still more. Providing 2 references from previous managers. Oof, that's a rough one. What if I said no? Just chaotic. Completely chaotic. I guess I could ask my CEO. I don't know if we could say that they managed me though. But I mean, let's try to get this in action. How far back do I want to go? Like, why would they need 2 references? How many managers should I have had? I always just like asking for references. I don't like asking for favors. I don't like being asked to ask people for favors. Oh, fine. Well, it's fine. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, I'm Vate. I'm just drafting some messages here. I know I'm very quiet. Apologize for that. I'm just trying to like gather references right now. So I'm just drafting some messages to my manager's manager. No pressure at all. I think I don't want to say that. Sorry, there's one more. I'm about to send it. Alright. Where are we? Gosh, it's done. Eugene, okay, okay. Alright, one more email, I suppose. Probably do reply all, I guess. Oh my gosh. I instead of my. Lol. Oops. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. Alright. I just need people to look at their LinkedIn's. If I don't get anything back, I guess by like 6 p.m. I'm probably gonna email them directly at their company email. Kind of aggressive, but I imagine that they are an inbox zero type of people, so should be fine. Alright, now we can do stuff. So the companies that want to hire me want me to provide references, so just like real people who are willing to say nice things about me, pretty much. Yeah. So they'll probably coordinate through email and then call and ask them a slew of questions to see if I am who I say I am, pretty much. I don't really believe in the reference system. I feel like it's kind of. I feel like it's something that's. I don't know. I personally don't like asking people for favors. It does not help them at all to give me a reference. And I would even say that I would understand if they didn't want to, given that I quit. But I don't know. At the same point, I kind of imagine we're all professionals. We all are just trying to live life, and we know that we all have our priorities. And then I've heard horror stories about like somebody's reference giving them a bad review and not telling them, and they lost 2 job offers because of it. And I'm just like, yo, that's messed up. Don't say you'll be someone's reference. A reference needs to be positive. If you're actually making it so you deny this person a job, that's actually kind of sadistic. But yeah, I'm just asking my former corporate suite if they'd be willing to talk to my potential new employers to see if I am who I say I am and I can do what I say I can do. Alright, so we want the enemies to spawn just outside. Actually, first, let's make the enemies follow you. Some people are nice and will ask you to mention or highlight when they're. Yeah, that's true. Because different roles might really care about certain things being said. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm kind of being pessimistic right now. Because I actually messaged one of my coworkers earlier asking to check in. They haven't gotten back to me yet. So I wonder if they'll even give me a reference, if they'll pick up the phone or message me back. So like, I don't know, the whole reference system it's kind of frustrating. Like, I feel like I might have to like actually walk in there and bust down the office doors and be like, yo, you remember me? Anyway, I'm gonna say const radius equals 20. Say radius. I'm gonna make the enemies follow you, so we'll do that on every frame. We'll say state dot enemies dot spawn dot for each enemy. So const dx equals enemy dot x. So we want to figure out what way the enemy is going to move. It's going to move towards the user, the player. And so we need to figure out what order this happens in. Is it the player's x minus the enemy's x, or the enemy's x minus the player's x? And so we got to think about, okay, so if the player is to the right of the enemy, that means the player's x is going to be bigger. And so we need the enemy's x to get bigger. I mean, I'll let you know. They specifically asked for previous managers. So, and like that's the other problem with the reference system. I mean, they could also not be who they say they are, and so no one could be who they say they are. I can like give them. I could be like a voice actor, and I can give them my phone number, and you know, it's just like I don't know. To me, the reference system is just kind of. It's kind of funny. Anyway, if the enemy's x is smaller than the player's x, so I think we state.player.x minus dot position x, and the reason is because if the player is greater than the enemy, then it'd be big number minus small number is positive, and that's the direction we want them to move. I'll let you know, Zero. I appreciate that. Like, it would be interesting to just be like, I mean, what does the reference do for you? What do they say that I haven't said or done? Because like to some extent, you know, just watch my YouTube videos, watch my Twitch stream. You'll see exactly my work ethic, I guess. Okay, so for this, we just want to normalize it, and so we'll not really normalize it, but just make the enemy move like 1. So const normalize equals input number. And to normalize a number, we take the input divided by math.abs. Not the input, in this case this is either 0, 1, or -1. So we'll just call normalize here. And then we should multiply by data dot probably shouldn't call it data, right? It's probably a bad name. I should call it event. This will be an issue because you'll have enemies that kind of like swiggle about. They'll be stuttering, jittering. Enemy dot x plus equals dx. Enemy dot y plus equals dy. We'll make the enemies spawn a little bit more frequently. Okay, well, they're probably just instantly disappearing, so I imagine we have an error somewhere. It's indeed nan, and it's probably because we're doing 0 divided by 0, I guess. We certainly are doing 0 divided by 0. That's because we're going to do normalize. Alright, input 0. What about now? What's the dx dy? Very small. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 pixel per second. So it'll be fairly unnoticeable. We'll just move 50 pixels per second and no normalization on them. Okay, cool. Let's make it semi-transparent, I think, because we want to see all of them. So if they're stacking up, it might be more interesting. They're like ghosts right now, so we probably want this to be a little bit more solid. Okay, let's make it so that they don't spawn on you. And let's reduce it back to 10 every 10 seconds so I can let it run without it dying. Yeah, something that would just be fine to limit this. So if I just said spawn, push. Just try to, just do an enemy cap. Spawn length is less than 100. We'll do the same thing for the experience. Oh, this is interesting. This code shouldn't even be here. This should always happen. I'm actually surprised that this code ever worked. Because it would only collide if the timer was generating a new one. And so this bug would have been more apparent. Okay, this is starting to feel a little bit like Vampire Survivors. We just needed to spawn outside the range. And maybe what we should do is turn the debug mode on so we can see the performance. Because we don't want it to have bad performance. As long as this is about 24, we're happy. Okay. So we're going to add... So let me move a little bit. So they're all aiming for my upper left-hand corner, but I actually want them to aim for my center. So go for dx equals. And what we're gonna do is add tile size. We'll do it here. So I think that reads better. Divide by 2, of course. Okay, they're vibing. They're definitely vibing. Okay, let's make it so that they don't spawn on top of you. We spawn it in a circle around you. What's my move speed again? Player's move speed is 150, so it's 3 times more, so you can't outrun them, pretty much always. Okay, cool. So next we're going to think. We're going to think. Thinking is important. Because we want to do this right. We want to go to the enemy spawner. Go to updates. This is moving enemies. What else did we want to do? Yeah. This is what we want to alter. We want to alter this. So basically what we want to do is do theta equals 2 times math.pi times math.random. Basically get like a circle, a unit circle angle. And we'll say x equals player dot x dot position, state dot player dot position dot x, y is, I guess we could just do it in line, that's fine. So it's going to be the center of the player plus math dot sine of theta plus math dot cosine of theta times tile size times rows divided by 2. We'll do this for now. And so I think it could still appear here. You'll see it appear here. That's what I think will happen at least. Or they won't spawn at all, which is also totally acceptable. Okay, well, there they are. They're taking a little bit to get to me, so it makes me think something is wrong. Okay, so there's tile size times row divided by 2. What do we divide by 2? We're dividing this entire expression. We're using rows here again. Oh well, look at that. They actually said the thing you said. If you need me to talk about certain areas of your background, let me know so I can highlight them. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so I feel like I'm starting to, oh, you know why? I was gonna say, it seems like, okay, so somebody did come from over here. And so what I was thinking was they were getting to the center before they were getting to me. Eventually they stop. Eventually they stop. I'm trying to figure out why this is too far away from the player. What if we... Okay, what if we did something else? What if we did just tile size? I just want to see them spawn in. Just a short distance away from the player. pretty close. We definitely don't want it jittering though, that's for sure. But let's spawn them a little bit further out. So that means we take tile size and we multiply it by rows, divided by 2. Back to this. We're gonna spawn them a little bit quicker. They already spawn at 1 second though. They should just be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how he got all the way over there. That's crazy. Oh, I know why. Never mind. JK. It's not crazy. I'm crazy. Take their X, get the theta, throw it out, like extend it. Oh my gosh. There's rows and then there's the rows on screen. Okay, do I have a number for that? I don't think I do. So we're gonna say like const rows equals width divided by tile size, and then we gotta do columns. We only care about rows. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now they should appear outside of the view. And they don't because we're not considering the center. So we actually want to add, what's the radius? 5? So a diameter of 10. But we want it to be connected to the theta sign. Oh, we're going to decrease the speed a little bit. Say it's 10. Let's see how that looks. Alright, so they're still appearing in the screen. So yeah, how did we do show rows? Okay, so we did a seal. And then maybe we just do +1. Forget about the 10. We'll just be a little bit lazy here. he's still showing. This one's still showing. I would have thought that they start out. Alright. How about we don't move them yet? That's the idea. Okay, so that should be shown somewhere else. Just want to get a sense of like how big the circle is. And so it does look like it goes out of bounds. Oh, you know what? You know what? I wonder if you need to do like a hypotenuse here. You need to do a hypotenuse. However you spell it. So math.square root rows times rows plus columns times columns. And the idea is we need it to be outside the range of this corner, not this side. And so the distance to this corner is going to be the number of columns, number of columns, number of rows, the square root of the sum of the squares. Trigonometry, essentially, you know, it's a calculus. And then instead of using rows here, we use hypotenuse. And then we kind of just hope that we don't see it at all. What if we remove the +1? Does that still work? Okay, so we do see it right here in the corner. So the +1 was required. So now we can start moving them again. And we can speed them up again. Okay, here they come. With the idea of we should try to avoid touching them if we can. Oh! Sorry. Yeah, the thing is, like, as we're playing, it doesn't seem to be slowing down. That's very important. Kind of addicted. Oh my gosh. Like red blood cells. Just get them to clump up, right? just one-shot them. Alright, now they're not a problem at all. Easy game, easy life. Where's the experience at? There's no experience. If the experience isn't spawning. Imagine getting hit by this. It's probably like 1,000,000 damage. There's like 100 people there. Okay, well, they're spawned. Hello, Zoho. Welcome to the chat. So I want to figure out why. I said these are enemies. Why? I must have updated this wrong, man. Okay. Now hopefully we have something to do. Oh my gosh, I almost walked right into that. Can you use AI to expedite game development? You could. Especially if the IDE has AI tools built into it. I was trying to use Klein, but for whatever reason it seems that my tokens are expired. Or not expired, I seem to never have tokens to use, so I don't know, like, maybe they're just using it when I'm not looking. Oy. Yeah, I think the maximum number of enemies has spawned. So we could start clumping them. Clump them, then they won't be a problem. Tokens run out so fast, hopefully it'll get less expensive. Yeah, I mean, I probably did like 3 prompts. And it wasn't even the code writing prompt, it was planning. I just did the planning and it ran out of tokens. It's crazy. I mean, I know it's super cheap, but it's just like, I want to know how good it is first. Okay, all the enemies are clumped. I'm leveling up, I'm level 5. Okay, our frame rate did go down. kind of devastating. So we might have to do something about that. Because we want that to always be 24 essentially. Okay. Well, that's how you do enemies. And I feel like we should probably consider filtering out enemies that are really far away. Like if they get too far, we should just be like, yeah, this enemy probably doesn't matter anymore. In addition to that, we should do damage. So let's put these ideas up at the top. And add enemies, me versus, yeah, this is way later. Enemy should do damage, character attacks should do damage. I don't know if there's other stats here. Like, I like the idea that would love to see you develop in Unity in future streams. Sure. I would like to try Unity for sure. That's more, you know, pre-built engine. So it'd be just learning how to use Unity. But I've tried Godot. Godot was decent. The thing that I'm afraid about Unity, at least the horror stories that I've heard, is just like losing your data. Because the way that it saves files is like, it's a proprietary format. And so if it saves it just a littlest bit wrong, you kind of get jacked. But I'll definitely add it to the list of ideas. Thanks for the suggestion. Alright. I wonder if making this, either making it somewhat transparent or making it, okay. Alright, I do enjoy Godot, because I know that Godot at least mostly saves in plain text. It's open source too, and has a lot of build options, so I'd definitely consider Godot before I consider Unity, especially with all the drama with Unity. Alright, I'm thinking of making this menu semi-transparent, just the littlest bit of transparency. And so what I'm thinking is find the 9 patch that we've done. So here's stats. And I'm thinking we could just do like alpha 0.9 here. We'll have to go to drawable. Go to drawable. We'll do alpha question equals value number state data semicolon. And we'll go to the engine. We'll find the draw function. I'm not too sure if alpha, we'll do it here. Actually, we could just say context.global alpha equals get value drawable dot alpha 1, default is 1, state drawable. Okay, so hopefully we can kind of see through this menu a little bit. Okay, let's make it a little bit more extreme. Or maybe I could just walk my character behind it and I'll see them. I can kind of see them, just the littlest bit. But we could probably make it a little bit more transparent and get away with it. The question is, like, when does it become unreadable? Because, like, to me, you only need a sense that there's something behind it. You don't need to know what is behind it. So, I'll try 8. Maybe 9 was right. I think you have a sense of what's behind it. But we should also add an option to hide it. And to me, the energy is like something that fills up over time and gives you like one special ability for a certain amount of mana, a certain amount of energy, that is. That way there's a little bit more dynamic interaction. So the main reason that they kind of converge onto this linear path is because we're not normalizing their movement. If we normalize their movement, they would always come straight at me. Like from wherever they are, straight at me. Because that would be the fastest path. But obviously, because it's 1 and 1, they're going to do both. So we can normalize that as well. So we say const length equals math.square root of dx plus, plus dy times dy. So we actually take enemy speed off here. We divide this by length to make it a unit vector. And then we multiply it by speed. I think that's how coding works. Oh yeah. Beautiful. It's a very nice swarm. It does look like it's devouring me, so that's interesting. We might want to do the delta time here as well. Okay, so we should... Okay, well, it's not happening. Okay, I thought of why it's not happening, and it's because we're actually just like always trying to go at in a straight line. I mean, that's basically how it's hard coded right now because of this normalize. So I think what we do is we get rid of that normalize. And now they should go straight to me. They shouldn't prioritize this imaginary line. They should just go right to me. That looks about right to me. Just wait for them all to converge. I also am curious how they read path. So I don't know if Vampire Survivors, if the enemies are dumb and if they just go in a straight line, or do they use pathfinding to get to you? I actually don't know. I don't know because I've never played it. Never played it. Just making it. Okay, I think it's done generating enemies. I wonder if they're easier or harder to clump now. You never really see people do this. I mean, I've watched a very small amount of Vampire Hunters, or Vampire Survivors, but I don't really see people doing this strat, this hoarding strat, but maybe enemies can't overlap easily? And so I guess they're adding some kind of collision detection. Where are the enemies? I've outrun them. I don't know where they are anymore. I was gonna wait till they come to me. There they are. Because what I'm thinking is like the enemy needs to be there right when the attack starts. It keeps attacking, but if the enemy walks into it after it started, then it won't hurt them, in my opinion. I'm also wondering if it should have knockback or not. Probably not. But they're gonna be like right next to you. Alright, let's make it look better. I think we have a sprite for this. Wow. They didn't enclose a troll looking one? Why? I need it. Why would they do that? Alright, I guess I gotta manually do it. I gotta do it all by myself. Alright, well, maybe we commit. Okay. Okay. What's next? Maybe this guy's the bad guy. Maybe these are the bad guys. Who am I playing as now? Why does he look so much paler than this one? Did I get this from somewhere else? It looks so pale. Like, this is so vibrant. What the heck? Is it the same image? Give me a moment. I'll just see if I get a message. If you call again, I might have to take it. Okay, got a message. Perfect. Alright. I'm wondering, at this point I'm wondering, what's interesting? What can we do? What else can we do? We can remove this code, that's for sure. We've added the enemies. Do we want to make enemies do damage? Do we want characters attack to do damage? Is there something more interesting? Okay, cool. I'm curious. I don't know, I'm kind of losing it. I'm losing steam right now. We're getting to like a critical point to where it's like we've done a lot. And I don't know if it's more interesting to you just to keep going deeper and deeper with this or to start something new. The one thing I would want to do is add damage counters. What do you want to do? I don't know yet. I'm kind of torn because like I also have like this move to make in chess. I don't know if Andy's still here, but just trying to beat my friend in chess. That's what I want to do. We can hide menus. Let's just list out all the things that we could do, and we can have like the special attacks. Gotta use energy. We can have leveling up. The bomb cloud. I think I'm too deep. I think I'm too deep to play the bomb cloud. Oh wait, no, actually, don't I like this one? No, we're too deep to do this one. Queen sacrifice. Let me see. Do I have a queen sacrifice? Never let them guess your next. Yeah. Just throw the queen into the. Just completely blunder the queen. Right. That's what you mean, right? I need like a crazy pin. I need to like do some next level pinning right now. I think that's how I win. I'm gonna turn the debug mode off because it looks hideous. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Do you develop all your pieces? Alright. Do I develop all my pieces? Don't tell me the move, but I'm going to just show you the game. Give me a second. Come on. What account am I? I actually don't even know what my account is. What did I sign in with? Jesus. Alright. Check it out. This is my position. I mean, usually I mean, it's still early game. But yeah, usually I do develop my pieces. How do you do arrows? Oh. Okay, how do I remove the arrows? Okay. Okay, there's different clicks. Oh my gosh, this is like a master class right now. Simply left click anywhere. Left click. Left click. Okay. No, yeah, I have not developed all my pieces yet. He might be listening, so like, I don't know if I should talk about my strategy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like opening this up and then putting him down here. That would attack the king. And that would open this to actually do a castle. He'd have to move the king over here for one move. I can't move this too, because it would block this bishop in. Please don't do that. See, I don't understand why not? I feel like this is the worst move right here because they just en passant. This is an interesting idea, but like obviously there's 3 attackers, so like that's not good. You don't want to remove the pawn protection right before putting the king there. Okay, so this pawn is protecting this area. I guess it does create a weakness here, and so pieces can just slide on in here. But actually, they do have their white bishop, so they could slide in there. True. Okay, well then just don't castle then, right? Do this. Who knows what they'll do? Probably this. I don't know. Is this even good? I mean, it pins this pawn. Is pinning a pawn good? If I bring him out, he's developed now. He's attacking the king. What's the follow-up? I probably would push this forward, which would make him fall back. But I want him to be here anyway. So I don't know if he just captures. He's about to go RE1. What? And then that threatens this. Oh, rook. But that's 2 moves. E1. Oh, my bad. Okay, so that would make 2 attackers. And 1 defender. I think the other thing I was thinking was going here, then here, attack the queen, but by then, yeah, there's 2 attackers, 1 defender. Rook 1, rook e1, then f4. Oh, it's even more attackers. Just okay, well, I wonder how good this is then, because that opens up the bishop to do stuff, potentially. The knight would be pinned. Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. Which is, yeah, why you want to get your king out of the center for sure. I don't want to move him before I move my bishop though, because I don't want to block the bishop. So that's why I was thinking moving him first. I could break the pin with this piece. I could even move it here, but that doesn't break the pin. I feel like I kind of want to castle queenside because I feel like having the rook on this file seems so good. Yeah. So like, let's say that I did this, and he said he did this. I did this to attack the queen. He could then attack, which would put me in check. I could capture this way. He could capture this way, which puts me in check. And now I lose that attack. So I just wasted. And I lost a pawn. But if I do... No, I can't do that. I can't just do that, because it's just a hanging bishop. I feel like I have to go here. G7. Oh yeah, you're right. That's why I wasn't moving it. Well, if I move this, then they move here. Isn't that defending it? That stops. Or the knight would be pinned. Yeah. Well, I got 3 days to make a move. Yeah, they'd have to move the rook first. I feel like I just want to get this queen off the board. So I almost want to push this. They take, I take, they take, and then I just lose my castling. That seems like the easiest to me. Like, I would even consider this so that they just en passant me. I take, and it's a queen trade, but I lose castling rights. But at least the queen's off the board. Anyway, I try to develop my pieces, but he moves in just like really unexpected ways. Maybe Maybe I move on unexpected ways though. I don't know. Like, who opens knight? Like, who does this? Who does that? I mean, I probably, like, this is probably not a great move, but like, I don't even know what to do. He's just developing. And it's just like annoying me. I feel like I probably should have moved my bishop here just to counter this. But I think instead I just like moved my knight. I moved my other knight, okay. I see my idea here was that they capture. I was like, oh, it's a free piece, but in actuality I was going for this, for the fork, and then this. But I guess they saw it and just took the knight instead. And this threatens the knight capture, but then they took the pawn. I thought they would have taken the free knight and given me their knight. So I was just like pretty just generally surprised. I moved him so that like there weren't any shenanigans here, so that I could kind of free up my pawn. That was kind of my idea. I didn't want to accidentally move him somewhere. And then they just come in with that attack. Then they push. Capture with the knight, and now we're in the position. Anyway. I just need to figure out a move that gets me castled, but doesn't have a lot of play around. But like, I kind of want to be aggressive. Usually I'm pretty aggressive. Usually is the reason I lose, but I usually like to be aggressive. Anyway. Match me on chess.com. Oh god, probably shouldn't open this. Let me see if I can get the link. Firstly. How do I share a link? Anyway. Oh, you can find me. Find me in chess.com if you play. Destroy me. All right. Hiding menus is interesting. I'm wondering if it's just like a value that we animate. And that it's just a value that we animate from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. And based on that value determines where things are. And we could just make it so that escape does it. So the bar container. plus dot is menu visible 1 0 times something. Actually, that's not it at all. It's going to be state.menu visibility. What we're going to do is I'm going to say on key down state dot menu is menu visible equals dot that. We're going to state, create this new boolean. Then menu visibility is a number. We'll return state here. And then on update state, we need data. He added me. I think I heard. I think that's what the alert was. Probably. Gotcha. Cool. I'll see you on the battlegrounds. I'd use my favorite gambit about against you and then lose horribly. So we'll say if state dot is menu visible, we'll do some stuff, else we'll do some other stuff. I think it's gonna take about a second to oh, what kind of challenge is this? This is a 3-day? 14 days? Okay, that's plenty of time. Alright. State dot menu visibility. So if the menu is open, we're going to just say that the value should be 1. So we're going to say plus equals data dot delta time. Yeah, thanks for that. This will be minus delta time. And we wanted to take like a third of a second to animate. So we're going to do this. Actually, what we're actually going to do math.min and 1. We don't want to go outside the bounds of 1. Math.max 0. Okay, so let's see. Menu visibility, where do we use it? Yeah, right here. We're just multiplying that whole expression. Actually, even this, I think. No, JK. 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 We need it. I didn't add the... Wait, this is just happening on every single Keytown event. So technically it should work no matter what, right? Okay, cool. So is it actually animating to different values? Console.log state.menu visibility. Look at the console. It's none. Oh, because I never initialized it. It's visible. It's 1. Oh yeah. It's just not going off screen. Let's see. Where is it? It's the stats. And then where do I use stats? Here. And so I think it's going to be padding minus this expression. I don't think it's that. It's actually backwards. Okay, cool. The only thing is I don't like the value here. I'm gonna do const bar container width equals and then we could do it down here. That's not helpful. We'll do a good old-fashioned refresh, a space bar. Okay, that looks nice. I want this to represent how visible it is. Okay, and then it needs to only happen if data.key equals escape. Oh, we'll find out. Alright. Incredible. Hide menus with an E. Get at. We can now hide menus. Okay, so a few more things that enemies need. They need health, and they need attack. Take a look here. Just give me a moment. Just do a little bit of verification. What's going on? Okay. Alright, back to it. Special attacks, damage counters. I wonder how interesting damage counters are. I've always seen them in games, never really thought about how to do them. Just like when something takes damage, just a little floating number, little number that floats up and then disappears after a little bit. I wonder how legible it is. It's too linear though, this animation, just a little too linear for my case. It should be like snappy. Doesn't feel fast enough. But, you know, it's fine. So the attack is 10. Health is 10. Maybe the attack is 1. I don't want you to die instantly. I wonder if there should be maybe an attack cooldown. I think it needs to know last attack stat. Maybe an attack cooldown, and maybe there's some enemies that attack faster than others. Maybe. I'm just thinking what to do next. So yeah, I want to make the enemies attack, you know. So I want to say constant equals x, y with right. And then what is it, collides? And it'll be player bounds if dot bounds. I'm trying to figure out the enemy bounds. Which is enemy dot x minus tile size divided by 2. So we draw at the center. Actually, how big do we make these enemies? Okay, and then let's say enemy. Let's do the cooldown first before we do all of this stuff. Collision is expensive, so we want to make sure that the enemy has the right to attack first. So last attack plus dot cooldown is less than state dot now. So if can attack okay, and now collides. If they collides, then we'll say enemy dot last attacked at equals state dot now, and then last attacked at state dot now. All right, this first game, the first game is just for fun, okay? It's just for the lols. Just let me play my gambit. All right, and then the player dot state dot yes. Yeah, for sure. Oh gosh. Don't look up my gambit. Don't research it. Just play it. It's so bad, but it's so funny when it works. I don't think you'll fall for it though. Like, I'm sure you've seen it like a million times. Like, but I like using it in Blitz. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, we don't have a health yet. I think you'll see it. It's like, it's one of the funnest gambits in like Bullet and Blitz. So actually we want to split this up a little bit. I want the health to be current, max. What are we at, 40 out of 40? We go down to here. So we don't want to scope below 0. Alright. Don't, it's fine, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's just a friendly game. Everything's fine. I'm telling you, I lose in this position, but like, I just want to learn this line. I want to learn the line, and just this is my gambit. This is what I'll do every time. Just keep sacking pieces. That's all I do until I win. So yeah, we don't want to go below 0 health. All right, let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if I die. Oh yeah, beautiful. No damage being. Oh my gosh. I gotta do this. State.player.health.current. No, you don't. Stop. You don't see it. Chill. I'm not doing anything. It's a really good gambit in Blitz, though. It's really good. Check it. No, you're not supposed to do that. It's cheating. Alright, I'm gonna take my time now because I actually don't know this line well, so you're not supposed to run. But it is sneaky, it's called, what is it, like the Mad Lad G-Sling? And the idea is a lot of people just fall for the trap and just lose their queen. And then that's the game. People just surrender. Maybe if I didn't hype it up, maybe you wouldn't have looked as hard. I don't know. I am dead here. So that's good. I just need to see how to resize the bar, which I did for experience. So let me just find the experience bar. Take its width. And then go to the health bar. Take its width. This is going to be CID health.current health.max. Why am I multiplying by 10? Oh wait, no, 10. I'm not multiplying. What am I talking about? I'm doing math max on 10. Alright, does the bar go down? That's the question of the day. Oh my gosh, I'm getting obliterated. Alright, I'm dead. Cool. Alright, it's pretty much GG now. Just normal chess. I'm just wondering, how do I weaken my position more? If I push that, I feel like I see the worst move possible, which is just pushing the pawn, and then I can't recapture because I'm pinned. That'd be so good. don't know. Actually, I mean, maybe I lose faster this way. Maybe. I think you're trying to Scholars Mate me now. I definitely deserve a Scholars Mate. I'll say that for sure. After something like that, you definitely deserve a Scholars Mate. I want some sound. I want some sound effects. I think sound effects would be incredible right now. I just want like a hit. The sound effect of me being hit. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. We want sound effects. Maybe? Definitely not that. Maybe that? This was really loud, right? Make my moves because I'm not. Wait, do you stream too? Alright, yeah. No, that's cool. No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't feel rushed. I got 14 days. Excuse me. Yeah, I know it's not Blitz. I'll think through the moves. I imagine you want to have a good game, so I'll think through the moves now. I don't know if you're trying to tell me if I'm like already blundering. Maybe this is just your very kind way of saying get good. Oh gosh. Alright. What else do we have? I think it's this. I think it's just the first one though. If I can just get the first one, I'd be happy. Alright, so downloads. What's it called? Yeah, Q. Okay, it's a little extreme, but it's fine. I'll put it here. Rename enemy tag. This isn't how we do it, because of order of operations. We need to go to health.current minus, and And then we're gonna have to do engine. And then here we say engine dot play slash public slash survivor slash enemy attack dot wav. Okay, it's a little loud. It's a little loud. Oh my god, it's about to get crazy right now. Alright, my bad. Alright, we're trying to do this quickly. Is there any way I can stop it from processing? We're also gonna do if state.player.health.current is greater than 0. Yeah. Let's just do this. Don't do anything unless the player is alive. Now, animal, decrease the volume. Half volume. Wait, what? What's the arc? Oh, I didn't click. Just got decimated. Cool. So we can take damage now. Maybe we do need like the groaning sounds. Where was that? Okay. Amazing. Oh, we gotta put links to these. One. Dang. Here's the other one. Let's see. I think it would be cool also to add a sound effect when we get the experience. Or maybe even an interesting animation, I don't know. Alright, but for now, let's go to here. 5-hit sounds. Very rare do you see a file with a number at the beginning. Survivor. I'm gonna create a new folder called audio. I'm gonna put all the audio into that. And what's this? Nice, beautiful. Close that. Close that. Now I want to play these different sound effects randomly. Length is 5 dot map underscore index hit index dot mp3 slash public slash survivor audio slash. Oh, that's wrong. There it is. Okay, so in here we want to say const. Well, we want to see if the player is alive or not. If state.player.health.current greater than 0, else. Alrighty. So if it's greater than, then we'll take a random hit equals hits. We'll do shuffle hits sub-0, and then we'll say engine.play hit at volume 0.5. Otherwise, we will do engine.play slash public slash survivor slash audio slash die. Just one. Didn't play the die audio. What? Oh, I spelled it wrong. It still didn't play. Yeah, I wonder what the approach was. I hope they're not a method actor. Die 1, 3. Alright. I'll probably mute it after this because it's just, it might be a little. Nice. Alright, I might turn it down because it just I'm not a fan just having it playing out raw like that. Have you seen Moana? The chicken sounds were by a voice actor. Interesting. Yes, I have seen Moana. A human made those sounds. That's what you're saying. It's respectable. Ah, that's why it was so loud. It's interesting because like it probably would have been just cheaper to record a chicken, right? I don't know. I don't know how much you pay a voice actor. Do you play League of Legends? Have you ever played League of Legends? I have some sound lore. How would you get a chicken to make those dying, screaming sounds? Not humanely. I'd imagine that it's also challenging to get a chicken into a recording studio. That might be the main challenge. Okay, good for you. I was gonna say that there was a character who they made the sound effects in a very unique way. I don't even know if I can say it on stream. It's not like super explicit or inappropriate, but it's I just don't know what's allowed. But there's a character in the game, and if you look up, let me look it up first before I send you on a in case you want to know like some sound theory. There's a character named Zack, and he is a slime character. And they created his sound effects in a very unique way. And this is like, I guess, when the League of Legends was still like coming into its own, like becoming the game that it is. I don't recommend anyone really play League of Legends. It's kind of toxic, and it kind of like gets into it like invades your soul. In a bad way. Okay, well, we can perish. You only, okay, interesting. Only play chess. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chess is respectable. Do I game a lot? I used to game a lot more than I do now. I just want to see what happens if I get bursted. Every enemy just lands on me. I actually used to play like League of Legends all the time. Like every free second that I had was dedicated to League of Legends. I knew all the characters, I knew all the lore, I knew all the moves, I knew all the plays, I knew all the items, everything. I was still bad at it, but I knew everything. I had good game knowledge. And like I haven't played it for years, actually. Like, and I do play it every now and then, but the game's changed so much since the last time I played, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't dedicate my life to learning this all over again. So, I haven't played that. Yeah. I like really short games, or collectible games. I'd have to say like my favorite game I've ever played, and I would recommend this to anyone who plays games or likes sci-fi or likes puzzles or likes good storytelling or even creating your own stories. Outer Wilds. Okay, I should not be able to move after I've perished. Have you ever played Outer Wilds? Do you have a Switch? Do you actually only play chess? Because I don't want to just keep asking you different games you played. Do you have a Steam? What do you have? Okay, wait. I might have to walk Delilah. We'll see. Let's see. If she jumps on my lap, she just wants attention. What you want? You wanna come on? You wanna come on? Okay. Why are you over there? Come on. Overcooked, Pico Park. Those are good games. I like Overcooked. Overcooked is fun. Alright. Have you seen I don't remember the name, but is this like Shotgun Chess? Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Shotgun King Final Checkmate. The idea is you don't capture pieces, you're just a king versus everyone, and you just shoot the other pieces. So you move, you shoot, everyone moves. You got a certain amount of ammo, so you gotta like aim your shotgun, keeping in mind like spread fire and whatnot. You heard about it? And then you can't get captured. You're not allowed to get captured. You can get checked, but essentially if you get checkmated, you lose. There's this other one, there's this other game. Delilah. You should be so aggressive. It's aggressively licking. Chess. Chess. Game. Steam. Cheater. Okay, this is the other one I saw. It's chess, but they cheat. And the idea is you're not allowed to cheat, but if they cheat and you call them out on cheating, then you're allowed to go somewhere else. Great. If you call them out on cheating, you get a second move. You get actually, I think it is that you could cheat. You're allowed to cheat. If they cheat, you call them out, you can cheat. And there's like this rule book of all the rules that exist, and some of the rules are not revealed yet. They're not revealed until later. But it's chess, but with new rules, and you don't know those rules until you cheat. Anyway, if you wanted to branch out from chess, 5D chess. It's on Steam? What the heck is going on? Are you playing more than one game at a time and you want to win multiple times? Alright, it's the first ever chess variant with spatial, temporal, and parallel dimensions. 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Move pieces back in time to create branching timelines. Send a rook to a parallel dimension, protect your king in the present and the past. I mean, looks interesting. Sharpen your tactics. Practice against 4 different AIs. Variety of starting positions. Play online with friends. But what tactics does it help with? Overwhelmingly positive. That's crazy. We spent the next over an hour in pain and remember why we only play every 6 to 8 months. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. We should make it so that the character can't move if they have perished. Oh. Greater than 0. Got it. Alright, let's see if we can get insta-gibbed. Oh my gosh, I ruined it. But one of them, he doesn't make a sound at all. Did I +1 or no? Okay. I needed to +1 there because the index starts at 1, not 0. We're gonna wait for about 40 seconds, just for enough enemies to show up to the party, so they can one-shot me. breaking all their ankles. Where they at? Where they at? Alright. Are they about to break my ankles? Oh my goodness. I need to hide this. It's hindering me. Ooh! Alright, I think we have enough. Just try to clump them into a group. Like, wrangling up animals. Oh my gosh, I was looking at chat. I don't know how pro gamers do it. Look at chat and play games, it's crazy. It's gonna be the loudest sound you ever heard. So like when I do die, I think you're gonna wanna cover your ears, to be honest. Because I think it's gonna play the audio 39 times. No, you know what? It's only gonna play each audio once because the audio is already playing, you can't play it multiple times. And so it's gonna play all 6 sounds at once and that's it. Okay, it wasn't the loudest sound you've ever heard in your life, but it's still still pretty bad. It might be a good idea. It might be a good idea to only play one sound. I think I like that idea. Was hit false. Hit equals true. Was hit equals true. Okay, so basically we're gonna take this code here. If was hit, then we'll do this code. I always do this. Okay, so now the sound will not break people's eardrums. Alright, I just want to try to get hit more than once to see if it tries to play the audio more than once. Ooh! Oh, I thought I was getting out without any damage, but I was wrong. Alright, let's clump them. And so the only sound that should be is the slash sound, the wind sound, and then the dying sound. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Well, that didn't work. Well, there's only so much you could do. If the enemies are just a few pixels off, they're probably gonna trigger the audio more than once. And there's not much I could do about it. I tried my best. Okay. Alright. Enemy should do damage, done. Level up. Okay, well. And I can't move anymore, right? Nice. And maybe we'll do something where we like do some special effects. Might be fun. Okay. It is nearly 5. So I think I gotta hop off. But we did a fair amount. We have enemies. We have a menu that opens and closes. The enemies attack us. And there's still a fair amount to do to make this game actually interesting. But I'm happy with what we got so far. But yeah, thanks for joining in, Zuha. Anyone else out there? Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Bye for now.